Hey there, Garrett here with DIY PBX. Welcome to video 2. In the next 4 minutes, Kent will show you exactly how to set up your SIP.US SIP trunking account so that you can begin to send and receive calls on your DIY PBX. Here's Kent with more on how to get started.
I'm going to show you how to log into the GUI and get a SIP trunk set up. So first thing we need to do is go back to DigitalOcean, look at our droplet. We're going to find the IP address. You can see there it is. And I can go over here, put the IP address in, /admin. That's how I would log into this server. At that point, I can put in maint, which is the username, M-A-I-N-T, and put in that password that I generated previously. And you can see I entered the password correctly. It takes me to this brand new screen, which is great. You can see the status of everything and what you might need to work on. If any of these things were not green or were blinking at you, kind of tell you where the issue is. In this template, we have loaded the SIP.US and SIPtrunk.com module, which what they've done is create a module where you just throw in a key and it sets up your SIP trunk for you, which is kind of cool. So I want to show you how to set up a SIP.US account, and what you do is just go to www.sip.us and you can just hit this Get Started link, and it's going to ask you for your first name, last name, and email. After you do that, you're going to get an email with a username and temporary password. Your username is your email, a temporary password. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here with that free demo. You can see it's good for 14 days and up to 60 minutes of calling to test the service. We have to say we agree to the terms of service, which basically say we can't abuse it. And then at that point, email's been confirmed. It's going to say, hey, give me a new password. So I will, in fact, do that. I put in my new password, hit submit. It's been updated. I don't want to begin the tutorial, so I'm going to hit the X up here. At this point, you can see I've got a demo account. I've got a customer number. The neat thing is, if you go over to SIP trunking and click on trunks, you've got a fully working trunk. And notice over here that you can get a test number for 4 hours at a time, so you can test the inbound functionality too. So we'll be using this demo trunk throughout, and then it's easy to convert if you want to a paid trunk once you've got it working. But they use this to test out whether the system will work for you or not. So once we're in here, you can see you've got this free PBX config tab. You go over there, it's going to say, hey, you can use all these different versions of free PBX. You can get instructions for elastics. You can download the module if you need to. But here is where we're interested at. We need to view our secret key. And we're going to put that in our free PBX. We go over to the connectivity tab, SIP.US module, and you can see we've got to add our SIP.US account. We want to put the key in there. So I'm going to get the key. You don't want to share this with anybody. However, this is not going to be a paid-for account. We're just going to do a free demo, so I am not super worried about any of you getting this key and trying to abuse it. So I'm going to put that key in there. I hit add, and it drops me off here and kind of tells me what I need to do now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my account over here. Step 2, click refresh remote SIP.US settings. It's refreshing everything. At this point, we will enable our trunk. We'll enable our outbound routes, which this is great because it sets up everything for you to be able to dial out through them. It says then hit save, so we do that. It turns green. It says hit apply config. We apply config. At this point, the trunk is set up. You've got everything that you need on the server. So you can kind of check it out. I like to go over here and, I went to settings and, I'm sorry, to reports * info. And over here, I can go to registries. You can see I'm registered to GW2 and GW1, and they're ready to go. If this didn't say registered, there might be an issue, but the nice thing is with a template at Free PBX, you really don't have to worry about it. You can also check it through the console. Let's see if we can get back in here. Not sure what this is going to take us to. You have the * commands that you need here. So we've got *-r, and what we can do, that brings up the command line. We can do sip show registry, and you can see you've got those same lines in there. We can do sip show peers, and you can see here's a little more detail about what's going on. The sip show peers actually shows the fact that your PBX is pinging the gateways, the SIP US gateways. And you can see it's okay, reach this one, which is gateway 1, in 17 milliseconds, reach this one in 38 milliseconds. And we're registering to them on port 5060, and everything is A-OK. As long as that shows, then you are good to go as far as your trunk is set up correctly. If one of those things did not show up correctly, said it wasn't okay, there might be some more work to do, and you need to look into what's going on. Could be a firewall issue, could be something else. But if you followed our guide to this point, our videos, you would be good to go. And that is really it.
Thanks for sticking around to the end and watching the entire video. Remember, you can find a complete transcript of this video at DIYPBX.com, along with our complete catalog of DIY PBX setup videos. Thanks again for watching, and good luck.